Ever looked around your room and felt overwhelmed by the amount of stuff you own? It's a common issue many of us face, this conundrum of clutter. It's like an unwelcome guest that sneaks up on us, quietly taking over our spaces until one day we open our eyes and find ourselves surrounded by mountains of things we don't really need. This clutter, it's not just physical. It seeps into our mental state, creating feelings of unease, disorganization, even stress and anxiety. You know that sinking sensation when you can't find an important document because it's lost under piles of paper? Or that frustration when you can't relax in your own living room because every surface is covered with stuff? That's the insidious nature of clutter. It doesn't just occupy our spaces, it occupies our minds too, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and anxious. If you're nodding along, it might be time to consider decluttering. But why bother decluttering? What's in it for you? You might ask. Well, let's unpack the benefits of decluttering, shall we? At first glance, decluttering might seem like a tedious task, a chore that demands your time and energy. But once you delve into the process, you'll discover it's much more than just a physical activity. It's a journey of self-discovery and self-improvement. Decluttering frees up space in your room, and in doing so, it frees up space in your life. Think of it as creating room for possibilities. Every item you remove is like removing an obstacle from your path, paving the way for a smoother journey. You're not just creating physical space, but also making room for new experiences, ideas, and opportunities. Moreover, a clutter-free environment makes it easier to find things. No more wasted time searching for that one elusive item amidst a sea of belongings. Everything has its place, and everything is in its place. It's a simple principle that can save you so much time and frustration. But the benefits of decluttering aren't confined to your physical surroundings. It also has profound psychological benefits. A cleaner, more organized environment naturally leads to reduced stress. Imagine walking into a room where everything is in order, where you can breathe freely and think clearly. You'll find that it's not just your room that's decluttered, but your mind too. The process of decluttering can also increase your focus. With fewer distractions around, your mind is free to concentrate on the tasks at hand. You can direct your energy towards achieving your goals instead of being bogged down by clutter. Decluttering is also a journey of letting go. It's about recognizing what truly matters to you and discarding what doesn't. It's a practice in mindfulness and gratitude, and in the process, you might just discover a new sense of peace and contentment. So you see, decluttering isn't just about tidying up your room, it's about tidying up your mind too. All right, so we've talked about why decluttering is important, but where do you even begin? The process of decluttering can seem daunting, especially if you're looking at a room full of items accumulated over the years. But fret not, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. The key is to start small and take it one step at a time. Firstly, select one area or category of items to tackle. It could be a drawer, a shelf, your wardrobe, or even a category like books or kitchen utensils. This way, you're not trying to declutter your entire space all at once, which can lead to burnout and frustration. Instead, you're focusing on one manageable task at a time. Next, it's time to evaluate each item critically. The criteria you use can vary, but a good starting point is to ask yourself, does this item serve a purpose? Does it bring me joy? Have I used it in the past year? If the answer to any of these questions is no, it might be time to let that item go. Remember, decluttering is not about mindlessly throwing things away. It's about being intentional with what you choose to keep in your space. Every item in your room should serve a purpose or bring you joy. If it doesn't, it's simply taking up valuable space that could be better utilized. Now, what to do with the items you choose to part ways with? You have several options. You could donate them to a charity, sell them online, or even recycle them if they're no longer usable. This way, you're not only decluttering your space, but you're also doing your part to reduce waste. Finally, remember to be patient with yourself. Decluttering is a process, and it takes time. It's okay to take breaks and to not finish everything in one go. The important thing is to keep going, and before you know it, you'll start seeing progress. Remember, decluttering isn't about getting rid of everything. It's about making room for what truly matters. Imagine a room with just the essentials, a room where everything has its place. Let's delve into the realm of minimalism. It's not just an aesthetic, it's a way of life, a philosophy that advocates for simplicity and intentionality. It's about being surrounded by things that you genuinely value, things that serve a purpose in your life. Minimalism and decluttering are two sides of the same coin. They both promote the idea of living with less, but not for the sake of having less, rather for the sake of making room for more. More time, more peace, more creativity, more freedom. The peace and tranquility that can come from living with less is palpable. Picture it: a clear desk, a tidy room, a quiet space. There's no unnecessary noise, no chaos, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. It's a serene environment that encourages focus, creativity, and productivity. It's a space that allows you to breathe, to think, to be. But let's not forget about the joy that comes from living with less. The joy of discovering that you don't need as much as you thought you did. The joy of realizing that you are not defined by your possessions. The joy of finding freedom from the constant desire for more. The joy of making room in your life for what truly matters. Embracing the idea of less is more might seem daunting at first. It's not about stripping your life bare. It's about making conscious decisions about what to keep and what to let go. It's about recognizing that every item in your space takes up not just physical space, but mental space as well. So as you embark on your decluttering journey, remember this: minimalism isn't about deprivation, it's about liberation. It's about finding joy in simplicity, peace in tranquility, and freedom in less. A minimalist room isn't empty, it's simply uncluttered. It's a room filled with potential. So, are you ready to embark on your decluttering journey? As we approach the end of this conversation, it's important to remember that decluttering is not just about making your room look neater. It's about creating a space that reflects your inner peace and tranquility. It's about making room for the things that truly matter in your life. Think of decluttering as a journey of self-discovery. Each item you choose to keep is a testament to your values, your passions, your identity. Each item you choose to let go of is a step towards a lighter, freer existence. Now you might be wondering, where do I even start? Well, the answer is simple. Start small. Start today. Pick up one item from your room that you no longer need and let it go. It could be a shirt you haven't worn in 2 years, or a book you've already read and won't read again. Remember, decluttering is not a race. It's a gradual process, and that's okay. You don't have to get rid of everything all at once. It's about making consistent, deliberate choices every day to keep what adds value to your life and let go of what doesn't. And as you go along this journey, don't forget to be kind to yourself. It's okay if you stumble along the way, if you struggle with letting go of certain items. It's okay to take a step back, to take a breather. What's important is that you keep going, that you keep striving for that sense of peace and clarity that comes with a decluttered room. So whether you're a minimalist at heart or just someone looking to bring a little more order into your life, remember this: decluttering is not just about the physical, it's about the mental. It's about freeing up space, not just in your room, but in your mind as well. Start decluttering today and discover the joy of a cleaner, more organized room and a clearer, more focused mind.